Okay, you get the windswept version. Let me clip on. There we go. I have a black Temu. I have a 2 turtle with the eternity swoopy thing, and I have my hearts, and I have messy hair because I have the fan on. I brought the fan back in my bedroom last night because we're going to have a couple days of a little bit warmer weather, and I wanted the fan. So I have the fan going. Don't mind it. I'm sorry if it's bothersome. I don't have a card. Welcome to the Wayward Widow. I'm Poet. Welcome. I am a widow now going into my 7th month. My partner was 71 when he passed, and he was sick for 4.5 years. So I've been a widow really a long time. I was his 24/7 solo caregiver, and so it has been a lot on me. So I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to talk about. First, I'm going to let you guys know that I have my little mini coffee. I have cold foam. This is French vanilla cold foam. I love this stuff. This was gifted to me, and this is so good. I never knew there was such a thing. It's so good. Okay, let me catch you up on the easy stuff. Here's what I've got done. I cut the plastic off, everything I got done. So I have the 3/4 of the way up, plus the whole center is done. Plus this top is done, and I started working like more some other spaces too. So I don't have that much. If I like seriously sit down every day for like 3 days, I'll get it done. But I've had a lot going on. I painted my nails white. I love them. I love them white. I have my Stacy bracelets. Stacy with an I had a birthday yesterday, and I didn't film yesterday. I was going to, but I didn't feel well. So Stacy with an I, happy birthday, honey. If you guys in the comments would give Stacy a happy birthday greeting, I would so appreciate it. She's the sweet lady who sent me the Reborn, my Zen Rain Rivers, and a bunch of other stuff. So please show her love. I have just 1 pack of the black gems left. I finished 1 whole pack. I have 1 pack left. So that's where I'm at there. Okay, my bed is incredibly junky. Don't pay any attention, just ignore it. This is my card bag. I showed this before. My friend Karen gave this to me a couple of years ago with a gift in it, and I have saved it as my card bag. So I want to show you 2 cards I got. My friend Brenda from Canada sent me this card, a wish for your 65th birthday. She put a note inside and a little gift, so thank you, Brenda. Her and I did talk multiple times. And this is from my old friend, and he took me out to lunch yesterday for a Mexican lunch, and he gave me actually 2 cards, but the other one is so far down in the bag I can't find it. But he gave me 2 cards and a little gift. So these go in here. There's nothing else to tell as far as like mail or anything like that. Like I didn't get anything big or anything life-changing or anything like that. I have life coaching tomorrow morning at 8:45 my time with my daughter, FaceTiming. I'll be up and ready because I'm up like 4 or 5 o'clock, so I'll wash my hair super early, so at least I'm fairly presentable. But she's not getting me with makeup on, that's that. Whew, my stomach is bothering me because I'm going to talk about 2 things. One really, really quickly, but after Sky passed away, I got really into junk food. Cookies, cakes, brownies, like things that aren't good for me. I've always prided myself on eating relatively healthy. I hydrate really well, 70 ounces of water a day, spring water. But I got in this need for sweets, and that happens sometimes. And lately I've been eating things like very spicy, like hoagie spread and hot peppers and onions. And you guys know that kind of food never ever sits well with me. So I'm like, okay, I just got to get rid of that, because I had an episode earlier where my heart rate spiked way up into the 160s. And that usually only happens when I get really bad with my eating habits because of the way my nerve runs between my heart and my stomach. So I went out into the fridge and I got rid of all that stuff. It went in the trash. And tomorrow I'm going to walk up to the corner store and get some salad stuff and lots of fruits. There's a lot of good fruit out right now yet. And get back to my cottage cheese and my fruits and my yogurts and that kind of thing, because I just graze anyway, you know. So starting tomorrow, a whole new eating habit and back into daily exercise. So what I want to talk to you guys about is dating. The big D. It's time that we talk about dating. It's time that I talk about dating. Let me take a sip. That is so freaking good. It's so good. And if anybody wants to connect with me, they don't want to connect here, they're uncomfortable commenting, go over to Facebook Messenger, okay? Go to Facebook, and up in the upper right hand corner or on the front of Poet Quinn, it'll say message, I think. You can just message me and it'll pop over to Messenger. And then I can accept it or decline it, which I've only had to decline 2 people that weren't real people. And then we can talk very privately over there. And nothing that's said over there comes into here. So that out of the way, let's talk about dating and my experience with Facebook dating. So I'm not going to say right now whether anything's happening in my life. I'll save that for another video. But I just want to tell you what I found out about Facebook dating and how just all the takes on it from me. So I knew of 2 people who used it and had decent experiences. And I had one person who told me, don't go anywhere near it. It's toxic as hell. And that person was my daughter. My life coach daughter said, Mom, let's just don't. And then I talked to her a few more times about it. And she said, well, you can give it a try, but I'm telling you, it's trash. So, of course, what did I do? Do I ever listen to my daughter? No. So, 2 weeks ago, I started with a profile and I got it part way up and I panicked and I took it down. I deleted it. It's real easy to delete, by the way. You go into the settings in the upper right hand corner and it's like right there, delete profile. You don't have to hunt for it, okay? And then it takes it off and then you can't put another one up for another week. It'll tell you that. So about 10 days went by and I put, last Saturday night, I put another one up. And I did the full profile. I did 3 pictures. I did 3. They give you like little prompt questions that you can, they'll give you part of the question and you can fill it in. Like my favorite time of day is, you know, my favorite food is, my favorite song is, you know, you can do that. So I did a couple of those and I did my profile. And then you can go into your settings and then you can set the age bracket you're looking for and the distance, how far away or close you want someone. You set whether you want to meet a man or a woman. You set whether you want to meet someone as a friend or something casual or something serious. And so, you know, I did that. And then when you go on again, it'll say matches in the upper bar. Matches, it'll tell you how many matches you have. And then it'll say casual. And then it'll say relationship. How many you matched with. Like people look at your profile and go, ah, okay. And then they hit the heart. There's an X and there's a heart. And so if there's no connection, you hit the X. If there's you hit the heart. Okay, then you let the other person know that, you know, you want to match with them maybe, and then they'll check you out and see if they want to match with you, and then you can send messages back and forth. It's very easy to block people, and I had to right off the bat, 2 people. And some of the profiles are really, really interesting. You're going to read everything under the sun. There's a fair amount of widowers on there, which didn't really surprise me, but still. a lot of the guys have Harleys or some kind of motorcycle. A lot of them. Some of them have pictures with their shirt is off. Some of them have pictures of their cat or their dog and not of them. Some of them have pictures where they're not showing their face and they're showing like from here down, which nice belt. And then you can read their profile and you can get some information there. One guy that he put, I think he was in his late 60s, and he put everything that he liked, and then he put, and I love sex. I was like, X. I'm not saying I don't love it, I'm just saying it doesn't need to be put out there like that. Like, I know what you're looking for. So you can go on like as often as you want. I X'd out so many people that I got to the end, and then Facebook says, I'm sorry, we're at the end. We don't have any more matches for you, but come back tomorrow or later. And so there was a couple days I went on, a couple days I just didn't even bother going on at all. I X'd out a lot of people. And then they'll do something called second chance, where they'll show you people again that you already X'd out. Because maybe you're thinking like, dating pool's very small. Maybe I'll give this guy a chance when I didn't give him a chance, 2 days ago. Like maybe you've had a couple drinks and he looks better. Just kidding, just kidding. I don't drink except for this and my water, which I have right here as proof. So I found with a couple people I messaged with, and again, I won't go into more detail, I'm just giving you the basics. You can also set up that you don't want to be matched with somebody who's a friend of a friend. So let's say you have a friend and her name is Betty. You don't want to be matched with any of Betty's friends. Okay, you can set that too. So there was a couple people that I just general chat, hey, how are you doing? Like nothing, nothing that was a big deal. And, people go by the wayside, people don't respond, I don't respond. And then I, so it's free, that's a good thing. It's free, and quite honestly, it should be free. It should be free. A lot of guys are really upfront and they say, I don't want any scammers. I don't want anybody who's looking for money. I don't want anybody who's looking for a sugar daddy. I'm like, don't worry about that. I got my rent paid. I'm not looking for that either. So if you're thinking about it, you're a little bit tempted, give it a try. Like I said, it's so easy to delete your profile. You would just go in the upper right hand corner to your settings, and in there, you can pick delete, and it's very easy to find. You don't have to dig through 14 things, and it's very easy to find. And I made the decision to kind of throw my hat into the ring because I feel like in my 7th month of losing Sky, I know that Sky and I talked at length about each of us dating should one or the other pass away, which we knew was going to happen with one of us at some point. And we both said the same thing, that we would want the other one to move forward and, date and just see who's out there. And so I don't have any feelings of like guilt, or I don't have any feelings really of it's too soon. I don't go by the time length of 1 year. I don't follow that measure that you have to wait a year to move, wait a year to throw things out, wait a year for this and that and the other. I cleaned up all of Sky's, all of the paperwork ends of things like within the first 6 weeks of his death. And then I went through belongings and I kept a whole stand full of really personal things, plus all of his books I have, plus a box up in my closet that's full of pictures and coins and things like that. So I have a lot of things that were precious to Sky that are still here and will be here until I pass away. There was a few things I was able to send out of state to family, and there was a few things that I just got rid of because they were just so damaged that I didn't even feel comfortable donating them. So I feel like I'm in an okay enough headspace right now to at least see what this is all about and see how I feel about it. You know, am I more anxious? Am I more nervous? You know, is my sleep getting disrupted? Yes, for a lot of reasons. I don't necessarily think it's Facebook, but you know, and if you're a man looking for a man, you can put that in. If you're a woman looking for a woman, you can put that in. If you're looking for a woman friendship, just somebody to be friends with, you can put that in. You can put in your profile exactly what you're looking for. You know, that you're not looking, if you're not looking to date, but you're a woman and you want to find a friend in your area for friendship, to go out to lunch or something, you can put that in. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm looking for someone to fall in love with and to date. So I found it to be very easy to maneuver. The only thing that I found was a little frustrating, like if I hit an X real quickly, I couldn't go back. Like there's no, like, I couldn't find like a back button where you could go back to that person. But then they send them back around in the second chance little box. So if you're thinking about it, it's free, you know, and you can also hook it up to your Instagram. I saw. I don't have Instagram, so it was just Facebook dating. I kept it up from last Saturday to this Saturday, and I deleted it yesterday, so it's no longer on there. And at some point, I'll tell why I deleted the app. But again, I'd say if you're thinking about it, doesn't hurt to give it a try. You can also pause it. If you don't want to delete the whole thing, there's an area where you can pause for a while so you're not on there, and then when you're ready to go back on, you just unpause it and your stuff is all still there. So they give you a lot of different options, and who knows, if nothing else, you might make a decent friend out of, you know, from someone. So that's just what I wanted to talk about. That's what I did for the last week, off and on. I'm trying to catch up a little bit on my sleep. I definitely had a increased heart rate situation earlier, and I know it's because of what I'm eating. I can't eat that way. Like, my body cannot tolerate unhealthy food. Yeah. So I've got to get back on the healthy eating gravy train. I always feel better that way anyway. And the past couple days, I don't think I got my 60 or 70 ounces of water in, just because of things that were going on and where I was and all that. So I have to get to the bank, and I have to get spring water. And I don't want to Uber that. I just don't. The spring water, I can go up to the corner store and I can buy 3 gallons of water. That's no biggie. The bank does not have to be done like tomorrow, but this week sometime I would like to get down there and get some business done. I've worked a little bit on the gem art, and I've done some house cleaning, vacuuming, clean the bathroom end to end, clean the kitchen sink, clean the drain in the kitchen sink, clean the drain in the bathroom sink. And yesterday I soaked my feet in Epsom salt water, and I painted my toenails blue, and I did my fingernails white. And yeah, so I think that's about it for where I am right now. I added some new things to Sky's obituary on Legacy, and I miss him a lot, but I feel like he's right here with me. I really feel his presence, and I feel like he's guiding me in this whole dating thing. Like, I feel like he's right next to me, like, yes, no, like almost as though he's taking my hand and going, no, 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 no. That's what it feels like to me. But as if things happen that's worth talking about, and if things happen that's really strange and unusual and weird, and I just have to share it, you know me, I'll share it. I don't believe in the timeline. You know, I'm not one for the 1 year thing, 6 month thing, 2 year thing. I think because Sky was sick for so many years before he passed, I was in anticipatory grief, and then the current grief while he was in the dying process, and then now into my 7th month of post grief. So there was a lot of grief already. Plus he was sick every year from 2010 when he came to Pennsylvania. So he was sick a lot. He had surgeries, he had testing done, he had a lot of things going on. So there was always something going on with him. So I think that where I am right now, it's okay to at least talk to someone. I'm not saying run off and get married or, you know, do some like serious heavy duty dating, but at least just to see how I feel emotionally and psychologically and spiritually. And is there anybody out there that comes even close to what I'm looking for? So I'll keep you posted on what things happen. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to talk to my daughter. This is the only appointment I have all week. By the end of the week, we're heading into September. By next Sunday, a week from today, we're getting into September, that fall time that I can't wait for. I'm incredibly excited for it. So I'm going to get ready for bed. I'm going to go around and close up the blinds and all that stuff. So you guys take care of yourselves the best you can. Do the best you can. And if you haven't ever gotten cold foam, this kind that I have is International Delight French Vanilla. And if you get it, it's cold foam creamer. It's in the freezer section, like Cool Whip almost. So if you use it and you use French Vanilla Coffee Mate, it's like double Coffee Mate. So I would say if you use it, go much lighter on the Coffee Mate creamer, because the cold foam is pretty much the same thing, and then you'd be doubling it. So I'm going to go. Much love to everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other. And if you have any questions about Facebook dating, throw them in the comments. And please remember to wish Stacy with an I a birthday greeting for me and from the family here. Okay, thanks.